Hello and welcome to another edition of Air Force Basketball along with head coach Dave Pilipovich. I'm Brian German, and the Falcons get 2 more wins this past week against Western State, Colorado University, and Regis University. And coach, 2 teams from the RMAC, so teams that expectedly fans probably expect the Falcons to get wins, but huge wins, I think, by your team.
It was, and it was, as we talked about, it's how we play. It's not who we play.
Sure.
So we will try to measure ourselves of how we're progressing, both offensively and defensively, and also getting multiple players in the game and combinations. I think we were successful in doing that.
You certainly were. Let's go ahead and we'll show some highlights while Coach and I talk about the Western State Colorado University game. Kind of a new name for them, but
Yes.
Your team came
out.
Yeah, it's a big name, WSCU, but the Mountaineers, as they are called. And Coach, your offense was really firing well. Taylor Brookheis with career high in this game with 23 points, and I thought he played well throughout.
He has, and we've really worked with Taylor in practice of attacking the rim, getting the ball in the low post and scoring. And he's scoring with a left hand, a right hand. He's stepping out, making a three. He keeps growing. We're excited about that.
I'll tell you what, if he continues to play like that, you're gonna do well in the Mountain West Conference, don't you think? You need the big to perform like that.
Yes, we need him to play like he's been playing. Yes.
There are some other bright spots in the Western State game. I mean, 102 points, the first time since 1999.
Wow. Yes.
The Falcons have scored 100 or more points, and I believe only the 18th time in history. If Jerry Cross is nodding at me, that is correct. So,
that's great.
I mean, is it because you're shooting the ball better? I
think we're shooting the ball better. We're playing a little bit quicker. Sometimes 102 points would take 3 games to get that.
Right.
But we want to continue to pace the ball up the floor. As you saw in both games this week, we were able to throw run-out passes, as we said, to multiple players, especially Taylor Brookheis to finish and beating guys down the floor. Also, we're shooting the ball a little bit quicker. Is that good or bad? We're good shooters, so we're going to give the opportunity to have those shots early in the possession.
Now, you gave up 68 points to the team from Gunnison, and maybe were you a little worried or not happy with the defensive effort?
We were a little sloppy in the first half of that game. We were just trading baskets instead of being grittier on the defensive end and getting stops. Corrected that, played a little better in the second half, played some more man-to-man defense in the second half, and then that was one of our focuses coming in to yesterday's game against Regis. We want to be better defensively.
Yeah, definitely. And then let's talk about that Sunday game against Regis. And again, we can show you some highlights from that game against the Rangers. And I really thought first half especially, you held that team to 13 points in the first half. Defensively, you did come out and do what you want to do.
We did, and we were able to contest shots, keep the ball out of the paint, whether it be on a drive or on a pass, able to limit second shots. I think there was one timeout where I was not happy in the timeout and was preaching defense, and Mike Lyons said to me, Coach, they haven't scored in X amount of minutes.
Right.
And I said, that's okay. We still got a guard,
Right,
But he was right. But it's how we play, not who we play. So I think we were better defensively, and then the second half we continued to do that.
Yeah, most definitely. And what were some of the things that you liked seeing, I guess? So, we'll continue to maybe not harp on, but be on the team for defense. But what are the things that you liked from these 2 games?
Our starting 5 getting us off to an early start and a lead. Our bench coming in and extending that lead and not them closing the gap. Right. Coming off our 5 starters with Kyle and Taylor and Mike and Todd. Those guys have done a good job. A lot of names there. Yeah. But anyway, and then our bench coming in. Cam Michaels was good.
Oh,
David Valleros, a lot of energy. Ethan Michael, for the short period of time he came in, did a really good job.
Sure.
Got minutes from Chase Cameron, got minutes from Trey Coggin, especially in the Regis game. He was more aggressive. Max Sean's been consistent. So Mark Olosinski was good in the Western State game. So getting those guys to play, because next year this time, those 5 we talked about first, they're not going to be here.
Right.
So it's encouraging. Those young guys play well together. They play hard. There's a good chemistry with them.
Will you have to continue to do that throughout the season now, continue to worry about getting these other guys minutes because those 5 guys are going to be graduating?
We want to. We want to not play our starters more than 30 minutes. Now, there's going to be some games, you're probably going to keep them out there longer, but we're more effective when we play less minutes, around the 30-minute mark, especially with Taylor Brookheis, who'll be batting larger and bigger post players.
Right.
So we need to cultivate that bench and get them to play more minutes and get them to grow together as a group, because that's going to be our future.
All right. The Falcons have 2 games coming up this week. Wednesday night will be at home against Montana State. Let's talk about that first, Coach. And what do you expect from Montana State coming in here?
They had a good win last night against Portland, a good team from WCC. They're probably going to be the most athletic team. It's easy to say, right?
Yeah.
Most athletic team we're going to play to this date. They have 3 really good players who haven't played yet this year.
Wow,
they've been on
really?
suspension, and the rumor has they'll be back on Wednesday. So that's good. They're going to be at full force. So they're talented. They play quick. They really dribble, drive, and shoot the 3, get to the glass. some things we really got to work on this week is guarding the ball, contesting shots, and getting back in transition. They'll play fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So maybe another shot at 100 points for the Falcons.
As long as we have 100, they don't.
And then you head up to Boulder
Yes.
to take on maybe what will be the toughest test so far of the season,
Yes.
to take on the Buffs up there. How do you look at that game?
You know, very strong team, again, from the Pac-12, who won the tournament last year, went to the NCAAs, beat UNLV. They won last night against Murray State, won the Charleston Classic. They could be ranked in the top 25 this week, which would be great.
Sure.
We'd love for that game. We love that game. It's a great rivalry to play an in-state team, a Pac-12 team. It's going to be on the Pac-12 network. So that probably will be our toughest test to date.
That's awesome. The CU Event Center, will that kind of give your guys a little bit, I don't know, the atmosphere will be almost like tournament-like, won't it?
It will. It will. And it'll be like the Mount West games in the pit,
Sure.
New Mexico, UNLV at San Diego State. That's why we're playing those type of games. That'll be a conference game.
Yeah. So you feel good right now, 4-0?
Well, I feel great right now.
Fantastic. Okay, get on out. Clune Arena, Wednesday night, 7 o'clock tip. We'll see you out there, and then we'll see you after they play CU, and we'll have the highlights of both games next week, right, Coach?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Hey, yeah, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time.